defense will boot it away to start the game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Bolivia. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented.
Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47 and a big run there. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The run to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you...
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Immediately fires to the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open...
Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. On the move at the 30. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Guys, he's already got 44 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Scrambling away. Sails one into the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Terps! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David.
Turning it on! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Finds a little space. Gets it past the marker. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And I like like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the maize and blue can hang with any of the teams of the past, and remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got the tight end outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They booted away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Maryland! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls it in. It's Powell looking for room at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback gets enough. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Terps! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab down the middle. Running through contact. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Powell. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Moore. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Complete out of the backfield. Inside the 25. Turning it on. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my...
Trying to get it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 24 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Looking to pass, it's Slater. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They get to the line quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the toss. Creates a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Got room to work.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for an open area to his left. Pass to 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll try the right side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
With the catch, it's Moore. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Terrapins in the hurry up. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Slater. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you
send it downfield. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Trying to make... There he goes! He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got a little space. Lowers those pads. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He breaks a tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the ground. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw. It's Slater. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy? That's incredible.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The quick out. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Terps! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive. Put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of